The desert. It's a brutal, unforgiving landscape where just surviving seems next to impossible. Predators stalk the sands and the sun is a relentless threat. But some animals don't just survive out here, they thrive, using survival hacks so bizarre they seem like they're from another planet. What if I told you some desert dwellers can get by without ever drinking water, or that another uses a shocking tactic to make itself completely inedible? We're about to uncover some of the strangest survival tactics used by animals who have absolutely mastered Earth's harshest places. Number 10, the camel. Kicking off our list is the undisputed icon of the desert, the camel. We all know they're built for this environment, but their secrets are even weirder than you think. You've probably heard their humps store water, right? Well, that's not quite true. Those humps are actually massive reservoirs of fat. When food is scarce, a camel's body metabolizes this fat, which creates not just energy, but water as a handy byproduct. But that's just the start. Their fur is so thick it insulates their bodies from the sun's blistering heat. They have 2 rows of long eyelashes to shield their eyes from sandstorms, and they can even close their nostrils to keep sand out. Most incredible of all, a camel can lose over 25% of its body weight in water and be perfectly fine, a level of dehydration that would be lethal for almost any other animal. When they finally reach an oasis, they can drink around 30 gallons in a matter of minutes. They really are the ultimate desert survival machine. Number 9, the fennec fox. Coming in at number 9 is an animal that proves the most effective survival tools can also be the most adorable. Meet the fennec fox. Native to the Sahara Desert, this is the smallest fox in the world, but its most prominent feature gives it a huge advantage: its ears. Those enormous, 6-inch ears aren't just for looking cute. In the desert, getting rid of heat is a full-time job. The fennec fox's ears are basically giant, personal radiators, packed with blood vessels. As blood flows through them, the desert breeze cools it down, which then circulates through the rest of the fox's body, lowering its temperature. To avoid the brutal daytime sun, the fennec fox is nocturnal, spending its days in cool underground burrows and hunting at night. Its thick, creamy fur protects it from sunburn and also keeps it warm during the freezing desert nights, making it a perfectly adapted resident of one of the world's toughest climates. Number 8, the Cape ground squirrel ****. Our number 8 spot goes to an animal that solved a huge desert problem with a brilliantly simple, low-tech solution. This is the Cape ground squirrel, and its survival tactic is something many of us do on a hot day. When you're out foraging for food under a relentless sun, you've got a problem. While other animals have complex internal cooling systems, this squirrel brought its own shade. Its secret weapon? Its big, bushy tail. The Cape ground squirrel uses its own tail as a built-in, portable parasol. It will literally hold its tail up and over its body, creating a personal patch of shade that follows it everywhere. This simple but genius move allows the squirrel to stay significantly cooler, reducing its risk of overheating while it searches for food. It's a perfect example of how, in the brutal desert, you don't always need a complex biological miracle to survive. Sometimes, all you need is an umbrella. Number 7, the sidewinder snake. Slithering into number 7 is a snake that moves in a way that seems to defy logic. The sidewinder rattlesnake is a master of navigating hot, loose sand. For a normal snake, slithering forward would mean pushing against sand that just gives way. It's inefficient and maximizes contact with the scorching ground. So, the sidewinder developed this mesmerizing move called sidewinding. Instead of moving headfirst, the snake throws its body forward in S-shaped loops. It presses down with only 2 sections of its body at a time, creating static contact points, and then lifts the rest of its body across the gap. This means only a tiny fraction of its body touches the hot sand at any moment, dramatically cutting down on heat absorption. This motion leaves behind a series of distinct, J-shaped tracks, making the sidewinder look like it's dancing over the dunes. Number 6, the Gila monster ****. At number 6, we have one of the world's few venomous lizards, a creature that has mastered the art of energy conservation, the Gila monster. Found in the deserts of the southwestern US and Mexico, its biggest challenge isn't just the heat, it's that you might go weeks, or even months, between meals. So how does it cope? The Gila monster's secret is its tail. That thick, stubby tail isn't just for looks, it's a living pantry. When the lizard finds food, it gorges itself and stores the excess fat in its tail. This fat reserve acts as a long-term energy source. Thanks to its slow metabolism and this built-in larder, a Gila monster can survive for months without a single bite. It spends up to 95% of its life underground in burrows, only coming out to hunt or sunbathe, making it one of the most energy-efficient survivors out there. Number 5, the chuckwalla ***. Imagine having a defense mechanism that makes you physically impossible to pull out of your hiding spot. That's the reality for the chuckwalla. This stout reptile lives in the rocky deserts of North America, where predators like hawks and coyotes are always a threat. When danger is near, the chuckwalla bolts for the nearest rock crevice it can find. But here's where the weird part begins. Once it's wedged inside, the chuckwalla gulps down air, inflating its body like a balloon. Its loose folds of skin expand, and it becomes so tightly lodged in the rocks that a predator can't pull it out. It essentially turns itself into a living, breathing cork, perfectly sealing its safe space. This incredible inflatable defense ensures that even if a predator finds its hiding spot, the chuckwalla remains just out of reach, safe in its rocky fortress. Number 4, the spadefoot toad ***. An amphibian in the desert? It sounds impossible, but the spadefoot toad has figured out how to thrive where others would instantly perish. Its entire life is a high-stakes race against the clock, all dictated by water. For most of the year, the desert is bone dry, a death sentence for a creature that needs moisture to live and reproduce. The spadefoot toad's solution is to just opt out. For up to 10 months of the year, it uses the hard, spade-like claws on its hind feet to dig itself deep into the ground. There, it enters a state of suspended animation called estivation. Its body practically shuts down, waiting for the one thing that can bring it back to the surface: rain. When the summer monsoons finally hit, the toads emerge in a frenzy to mate and lay eggs in the temporary pools. The tadpoles then have to hatch and grow into adults in as little as 9 days before the pools evaporate. It's an unbelievable life cycle of extreme patience and explosive urgency. Number 3, the kangaroo rat ***. Prepare to have your mind blown by an animal that has completely mastered life without water. Meet the kangaroo rat. This tiny rodent, from the driest parts of North America, has an unbelievable survival hack: it never, ever needs to drink. So where does it get its water? It literally makes its own. The kangaroo rat gets all the moisture it needs from the metabolic breakdown of the dry seeds it eats. This process, called metabolic water production, supplies about 90% of its water. To conserve every single drop, its kidneys are insanely efficient, producing urine that's many times more concentrated than a human's. It also spends its days in a cool, humid burrow and even has a special nasal passage that recaptures water from its own breath before it exhales. The kangaroo rat is a living testament to nature's ability to engineer the impossible. Number 2, the thorny devil. Coming in at number 2 is a lizard that looks like it walked straight out of a fantasy novel and drinks water in a way you have to see to believe. This is the thorny devil from Australia. In its arid home, finding a puddle is a rare luxury. So, the thorny devil evolved to drink without one. In fact, it drinks with its entire body. The lizard's skin is covered in a complex network of microscopic grooves between its scales. When the thorny devil touches water, from morning dew or even damp sand, capillary action draws the moisture into these channels. This network of tiny aqueducts then defies gravity, funneling every single drop straight to the corners of its mouth to be drunk. It literally uses its skin as a personal collection of straws. This allows it to take advantage of any tiny source of moisture, a truly brilliant solution for life in the desert. If you enjoyed uncovering these mind-bending survival tactics, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird and wonderful natural world. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Conclusion ***. From manufacturing their own water to using their skin as a straw, the animals of the desert have evolved in ways that are as ingenious as they are strange. Nature's creativity really has no limits, proving that even in the planet's most hostile environments, life always finds a way. Which of these animal hacks did you find the most incredible? Was it the blood-squirting lizard or the toad that sleeps for months on end? Let us know in the comments below.